Hi everybody, this is Tina with Rehatch Designs. Hope everybody's doing well today. I have a flip through of a Christmas journal that I just completed, and it is one that I have been working on for years, or at least I had in my head, and had started on it a year or two ago. And I just wanted to go ahead and get it completed. I am going to put it in my Etsy shop, and if you do purchase it, it'll go out the next day. So priority mail. So if you want it for Christmas, you can get it. But I do want to have this out there just because I wanted to get these done, because I just got tired of looking at it. Anyway, this is kind of a, I would say I don't know, old world kind of glamour type, glamorous journal. I wanted it to look like something that was special, that that was in the family and passed on and that type of thing. It is made with a placemat, and you can see more of the placemat here with these poinsettias, and it has the gold in it. I have a doily over the back too. It kind of reminded me of a snowflake. There's some trim here, trim over here with some fringe coming down. It's gold with kind of maroon, and this is kind of a gold with red and green. It has some on the bottom, it has some fringe, gold fringe, and then it has some white, piece of white doily, and then after that it's got some red. I don't know if I can put it in there where you can see it. It has red peeking through there. Let's see if I can do it in a way you can see it. I don't know. The red is peeking through there, and then you've got the white coming after that. So it's kind of all layered. On the sides, it's got all the layering of a bunch of lace and trim and all kinds of stuff. I don't know if you can see that well, but with that in there, but it's all in there. It does have this tassel that I made, and it is just a beaded tassel that I made, and at the bottom I put this fringe made into a tassel, and it does come off with the bull clip. It's just put on the side like that, so you don't have to leave that on there. You could put it on another journal if you want to, but I thought it looked really festive on there. This picture frame is a Tim Holtz frame that I did quite a few little things on it. I gessoed it, and then I textured it, and then I put some gilding wax on it, and then I put some gilding flakes on it, and then I put some embossing, stamping and embossing. So it had lots of different layers, and I don't know if you can tell from there, but when you look up close, you can kind of see all the different golds. I wanted to make it look very vintage. And this has something crystals. What is it called? Something I can't remember. I do not remember what it's called, by Tim Holtz, and let me see if I can find it. I'll find it and see if I can tell you what it is, because I can't remember what it's called. They're all called something. Frosted Crystal, that's what it was. Frosted Crystal embossing on it. Has several coats, so it has a really cool, I don't know, I mean, it's totally crystal clear, but it gives it almost a glass type finish, like a vintage glass look to the cover. And then it's got a little holly over here, and then this is a satin cording, and it ties really easily. it's actually very soft and pliable, and I thought made a really good tie for this because it looks good and it stays closed very easily. This I put on here. I was looking for something to put on here, and at first I was going to make like a stick pin or something, but then I found this. This is part of a bracelet, and this is part of a necklace, and they weren't together, but I put them together because I thought they looked good. And anyway, this is wrapped around the cording, and it is on an elastic thread, so you can, take this off if you don't want that on there. You can move it. I thought about moving it over here, but it would very easily move, not a problem. It is 2 signatures, over 120 pages or sides. It has quite a bit of ephemera in it, but yet it still has a ton of writing room in it. I kind of made this. I wanted it to be something that the owner could add to and could use to write in. In my mind, I thought of it as something like maybe you would have at Christmas time and people put their thoughts in it, maybe some pictures, some mementos, that kind of thing. Possibly use it, more than 1 year for sure. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into it. And I have put a little bit of gold trim at the edge of these just because I thought it looked good, and it also keeps it from unwinding. So that's on there, but you have room to grow with this, and it's really simple. You just untie it, and this is very flexible and soft, so it ties very easily. Anyway, this is what the journal looks like without the tie on it and the jewelry. And I'll take the tassel off. Tassel was really fun to make. Really, really easy, and I think I may do a tutorial on these at some point in case you guys are interested. Just let me know. Anyway, this journal, as I said, was one that I had started, conceptualized, a couple years ago, but I never really got to do it. I just always ended up running out of time. But anyway, I have put a lot in it, but I think I have not overstuffed it this time. I tried really hard not to do that. I want this, as I said, to be something that you have room to write in, and it's something that you can add to. So anyway, let's open it up. Oh, anyway, it's a file folder in the middle. This is a placemat on the outside. So, and then on the inside is this cotton material, this white and green and red material. And it's really kind of cool. So that is it. As I said before, you could see through the front, there's this doily that I put on there. So that's it. And it goes all the way across the back. It goes through all the way through here. Then there's this gold trim here, and it has this red ribbon with some gold in it. So, and then of course I have the cording that goes all around here. So in the front pocket we have several different tags, just different tags in the front, and then this is like a little library card, and this is a authentic vintage Victorian postcard. So well, I don't know what language it's in. So that is that. Over here we have some little journaling cards, a big journaling card that I made. This is a pocket, and the pocket has these little gift certificates in it. So the whole thing is supposed to be a kind of a Victorian era journal. So I just kind of did that. I used a paper pad and I think it's Old World from Hobby Lobby, and I only did that on the front of the 2 signatures to kind of cover the signatures. So, but everything else is, I used a whole bunch of different kits in here. It was basically all the things that I had kind of been collecting that I decided to use. So it has a very eclectic look to it, and I wanted it that way because I wanted it to look like it's something that evolved, that you've been adding to. Just about, I think all the laces and trims in this, all the laces for sure, are all either vintage or antique. So that's true. This red is a vintage red lace, and then we have, this is vintage here. So I don't know if I should move that over or if you can see it. And then here's the cover, and that's the scrapbook paper. So I just made a little pocket there, and there's some trim here. On the inside of those papers, it was white, so I put gesso all over it. I inked it, and then I embossed it with some different stamps. These are some Tim Holtz stamps. And you can still definitely write on it, but it has a lot of character. This is the first page, and this is Calico Collage. I used, like I said, quite a few different ones, but that is the main kit that I used in here. And this just has some gold trim. And here's the back here. And here is this is from the Graphics Fairy, I believe. If I can remember where the things are, I'll tell you. So here's another little journaling card, and this is just some coffee dyed paper, so you have all that room to write. This is a vintage music sheet, and it's a very vintage, but it's not brittle. I think whatever it's made out of has like a cotton blend in it. Anyway, I stenciled with some gold paste on that, and it kind of glistens. And here's another page. So there's quite a few decorated pages, and then there's wording and stuff like that. Here's a picture that's in there from the Victorian era. And then here is a pretty angel. And then you've got this gorgeous page. Now, on these pages, if they look like they're glistening, I embossed on a lot of these pages. So you'll see some of that going through. That page, that is just my dyed paper. This is just some vellum. This is gold vellum. I think that's Artie Mays. And here's another one that I embossed around with this really pretty paper. This is half of a bag that's in there. And you get this Victorian Santa there. Here's another page. On this one I put some gold, kind of blingy. And this gorgeous page, it's beautiful, I think. And here's another page with the gold around it. This is a vintage postcard that I have. And here is another vintage Santa on that side with this coffee dyed. And the coffee dyed papers I use in here, a lot of them are, you know, a little bit more stained to give it a more authentic old look. Here's another vintage postcard. Here is another picture. A coffee dyed doily. This is embossed here with this rose, and then it has some gold paste on it. And then here's some very vintage trim there, or lace. On this side we have a pocket, and here's a journaling card that goes in there. And on the side it has a little journaling card right there. And this is half of the thing that tells you all the stuff for Christmas and how much it is. This is the middle of the signature, and it comes with these pretty pearl beads at the bottom that are gold and red and green. So that is that. Move that up a little bit. And anyway, I don't know if you got to see that. So then here is the other half of that advertisement. Here is a postcard that's been made into a pocket and some journaling cards that are in it. Those all go back in here. Again, we have some nice red trim here. This is some advertising that I used as a pocket, and here is some tags that I made. And let's see, here are some tags that go on this page, and this is that one, 1910. Here's that picture. Over here we have a journaling card. It's really pretty. And some nice, and a lot of these lace sides, I have an additional tuck here, but I didn't put anything in them. But you certainly could. And then we have this page. And this gold embossing around the edges is just really fun. And this solved a problem for me too, but I'll probably do a video on it and we can talk about it. Another pretty page, and then this is the other half of that bag. And in here we have the Sears and Roebuck, and it has rings in it. So, and let's see here, another page like that. Some more music paper, more vellum. This is just a little side tack with these two journaling cards. And then some more lace over here. So this is another beautiful page. And there's the inside. And then here is a story of a cheap Christmas tree, I guess. Interesting. Here is another beautiful page here. Our vintage music paper, and I did some stenciling on that with some gold paste. Here is a coffee dyed paper and a couple of journaling cards. Here is a picture. It's a pretty page. And then this is the back of that first signature, and that is, I did all that stuff to it. This is the back of it, and this is a little envelope that has a journaling card in it with Santa, and you've got a couple other journaling cards in there, and then this one, and you have this tag that I made with this gold foil doily. Okay, so here we have this really pretty, I hope you can see that, really pretty lace trim on the bottom, and it's hanging down, and I made a little pocket out of it up here, and you've got this beautiful angel card here, and we have this card, then this little angel card. I think this is really cute, and then this is a tag that I made. Super cute stuff in there. And then on the side we have some very vintage trim there, and all of the really old vintage trim and stuff, this is the real color. I didn't change the patina of any of it. Some of it's a little faded, some's a little bit more beige or whatever, but this is the real. I think it's pretty the way it is with the different colors and textures, and a lot of them are very soft, the really old ones. Okay, so this is the beginning of the second signature, and again I did the embossing, and there's gesso and spraying and inking and all kinds of stuff. So here's the beginning of that page with that same Santa that we have in the front, and I put a little bit of gold trim on that. And then here's some more gold around this page. This is a coffee dyed paper here, and then you've got this little angel there, and then this angel picture of these two Victorian girls. This is the vintage postcard. let's see here. This is the music paper that I put some stenciling on here with the stencil paste. I don't know if you can pick up that it really glistens. Here's another page. This is a digital receipt. This is some pretty red vellum paper. Here's some coffee dyed paper with these digitals here with this Victorian Christmas tree. It always cracked me up when I'd see this, the candles on there. I'm like, wow. And then here's a little Santa. Here is this picture of this little angel. I guess she's not an angel. I guess she's just walking with her little outfit on. Here's the angel right there. This pretty music paper. Then you have some more of the embossing with the gold around this pretty scene. And then here is another journaling card. On the other side is another angel journaling card. We have a doily, a coffee dyed doily. We have another page that I put some gold on it. And then this side you have the embossing here. This has, the lights are down, the lights are turned way down low, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow is what that says. Here is another bag, and I left these blank for people to decorate or write on. I tried to leave, you know, quite a bit of blank space. And this just has a vintage receipt from a store. Maybe their groceries that they bought. That just goes in there. You can put whatever you want. Here's another pretty page. This is just some advertising from the Victorian, you know, to trim your tree. Here's another really pretty page. Here's a page again that has this beautiful embossing. This is a handmade paper that I did embossing with this poinsettia. I think there was one in the other one too. I probably didn't point it out. Yeah, this is one that I did with the rose. And this is just a handmade paper. So it has a really nice texture to it. Anyway, so I did that here. And on this side, there's a tag in this pocket. It's just a long pocket here. And then this is just a kind of a poem about December. On that page, here is this beautiful, I love this page. I think it's really pretty. This one's kind of pretty too. And that's the other half of that poem. Here is several journaling cards here. And then here is a tag. So we've got all that in there with a postcard there. And then here is some advertising that I made into a pocket. And then you have an advertisement there. And then a little angel. And then this is just a bingo card. So all of that goes in there. And then on this side, you have this really beautiful, beautiful page. And when I forgot to show you in the middle, this was the middle. Again, you have the little pearls like on the other one. So these are really pretty. So then we have this beautiful page, the advertising, and then this gorgeous page right here. The other part of that bag. And you have some more of the vintage Sears and Roebuck. I used to use this in pages, but it's getting pretty brittle, so. And here is some more of the beautiful pages with the embossing all the way around it. I think this turned out so pretty. This page just has some of this gold trim on it with that really pretty page. A round doily there, some very vintage fabric and a side tack, and then you have these little journaling cards that go in there. So let's see here. All right, and we have this page with the beautiful gold around it. Here's another music page. Here we have another big journaling card. It's really super pretty. And then some of our red vintage fabric here, or lace. And then here is coffee dyed. Here is another part of the red vellum. Here is part of a ledger sheet, and here is the 2 journaling cards. Or one of them is a picture, I'm sorry. All right, let's see. This side is a beautiful picture, and then over here we have the music paper. This one's Angel Serenade. And then I did another stencil here with this flower. And on this side we have coffee dyed paper, but we also have some trim on that. And we have a couple of journaling cards that are in there. So this side we have more of the gold, and this side is this beautiful picture here. And then this is the last page, and it has more of the embossing and, you know, and the paste and all that. So this is the back of it, and of course here's our beautiful trim again. It's really pretty, really soft. And this has all this in there. It has that journaling card. It has a little envelope that has a journaling card in it. So you could definitely write a little note with that. You've got this. And you've got this journaling card right here. And then this is just a card that I had, but I thought it looked really pretty. It says Merry Christmas. And you could definitely like write a note or something, and just, if you wanted to, you know, gift this journal to someone, or use that in another gift. And then here is a tag I made with this pretty cat. So here's the very last, and you've got this journaling card, and you've got another tag I made. This is a authentic vintage postcard, and I don't know, these are all like in the early 1900s. And then here is an envelope from the desk of Santa Claus. I believe I got that from the Graphics Fairy. And so then inside you have a blank piece of paper, so you could definitely, if you wanted to, fill that out, put it in the envelope, and no one would be the wiser. The last part of this is just a recipe thing, and I just put it in there in case you have some recipes you want to put in there with it. So that is it, guys. That is my journal. I really am glad I got it over with, because I wanted to definitely get this done, because I've been staring at it for 2 years. Along with this journal, I have something that I bought that goes with it. This is a beautiful pen. Let me get it out of here so you can see. If I can get it out of the little, maybe I have to untie it. And it is absolutely gorgeous with this, let's see if I can get it out without, I want to leave the elastic so when I ship it, it'll all stay in there. This gorgeous, gorgeous pen. And I just in my mind, I had this, and it's got the little stand, right? And it also has a little thing in there for your wax seal. I was going to put wax seal on a couple of envelopes, but I thought, no, this comes with it. And it's this really pretty wax seal thing there. And it's got the whole little thing here. The, you know, the little melting pot. It's got all of these different calligraphy pen tips to go in here. It has one on it, but then it has all these gold ones there. It comes with ink. And it also comes with a really pretty letter opener. So all of this comes with that journal. And mainly because I just thought it would be so cool to have that like at Christmas, and people just write a note or something in there, and then maybe not little ones, because I don't know with the with that pen how well it's going to work. But you know, anyway, I thought that was a really fun thing. And if you want the journal without it, let me know, and I can tell you what that price will be. But anyway, I think it's really cool. So that comes with the journal. So anyway, that is all I have for today. I'm not going to do my Tim Holtz Tuesday today because I am just really bogged down. I probably won't do it anything until maybe Thursday or Friday if I have time. We shall see. You know, things are getting hectic because it's getting closer to the holidays for everybody, and I did want to finish this journal, and just assure you, if you do order it, it'll go out the next day. So you'll get it. You should get it in plenty of time for Christmas if that's what you want. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I hope this inspired you, and I will see you soon. Take care.